Figuring out what scale a piece of music uses, or a scale that's been written in front of you, can be done through process of elimination. And the first thing that you need to figure out is what is the relationship between the tonic and then the third harmony that's created. Is it a major third, like this? Or is it a minor third, like this? If it's a major third, it will be some type of a major scale, keeping in mind there are more than one type of major scale. That's a straight major scale. That's a Mixolydian scale. Here are some minor third examples. That's a natural minor scale. That's a melodic minor. That's a Dorian scale. That's a harmonic minor. All those scales that had the minor third can be said to have an overall minor sounding quality. And those two scales before that had the major third can be said to have an overall major quality to them. So using that knowledge, we can use process of elimination to do some further study and figure out what scales are in front of us. This is a scale mind map. I'd like you to have a go at writing one of these out from memory. But first, let's have a little bit of a talk about the one that I've written up here. As you can see, the middle boxes are major and minor. And that's if you find a major third or a minor third in your scale analysis that we did just before. After that, we've got the other scale options connected, and you can see the relationship between the two is written on the line. So to have a major scale and then remove the T and the Fa, that then creates the major pentatonic. And similarly, if you have a major third, but the flattened seventh is present, it will turn into a Mixolydian scale. The same thing happens over here with a minor third. If a minor third harmony is created, if perhaps you have a removed Fa or T, then it will be the minor pentatonic. If you have just a raised seventh, then you'll get a harmonic minor, and etc., etc. So have a go at testing yourself now. See if you can remember all the scales firstly, and then see if you can remember the relationship between how they change from the normal major scale and the natural minor scale. Let's go through those steps now and figure out this scale in front of us here. The first note is an E, and we need to figure out what kind of harmony is being created. Is it a major third or a minor third? So we can write our bottom note E, and then the third is a G. An E to a G, we can count semitones by using our piano. 1, 2, 3. Because it's 3 semitones, that is also a minor third. So this is some type of a minor scale. Let's check now to see if E natural minor indeed has just one F sharp. So we'll see if the key signature matches up to what we're expecting. It's one turn clockwise, and one turn clockwise gives us an F sharp. So that all matches up, so the key signature works. There is, however, one outlier, and that's this note here. Let's find out what scale degree it's on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's on the 7th note. And it appears to be raised up. Instead of a D, it's been made a D sharp. So we've got the 7th note raised up by 1 semitone. Thinking about our mind map now, I'm sure you already know the answer, but if we've got a minor scale that has a raised 7th, it is a harmonic minor scale. Let's go through the same process again with the scale. The tonic is a D, and the third harmony that's being created is going to an F sharp. D to an F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones. So this is some kind of a major scale. Let's see what D major's key signature would be and see if there's anything different in this scale in front of us. Counting from the major reference point now. 1, 2. 2 moves clockwise means we'll have 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. We've got the F sharp, but we don't have the C sharp. So I'm going to write it in and then put a big line through it. So we're expecting that to be there, but it wasn't. So let's see what's happening on this C. We've just got a normal C, it's not a C sharp. So because of that, our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th note was a semitone lower than what we were expecting. It's just a normal C, but we were expecting it to be a C sharp. So the 7th has been lowered by 1 semitone. A major scale where the 7th has been lowered 1 semitone, we go over to our flowchart. There are our major options. Sorry, not our flowchart, our mind map. Major, flat and 7th, it has to be a Mixolydian scale. Let's do one more example now, this time at a quicker speed. Tonic is a C, going to an E flat. So we've got some type of a minor third scale. Tonic's a C. Let's see what C minor would usually have. 1, 2, 3. It would usually have a B flat, E flat, and an A flat. We've got a B flat and an E flat, but no A flat. So I'll write it in, but then cross it out. So remember that that's what we were expecting. So let's figure out what's going on at this A pitch. What note is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 6th note. So write a 6 above it. We're expecting it to be an A flat, but it's not. It's an A. And an A flat to an A is the difference of 1 semitone. So it's been raised up by 1 semitone. A minor scale that's been raised up 1 semitone on the 6th note. Let's go have a look at our mind map. Looks like it's going to be a Dorian scale. When analysing a piece of music to figure out what scale it is using, the best place to start is the key signature. So here we have B flat, E flat, and A flat. So let's figure out the major key or the minor key that this could be. So we've gone 3 turns around anti-clockwise. So let's try it from the major. 1, 2, 3. So it could be E flat major, or 1, 2, 3. It could be C minor. 3 turns from A is C minor. So let's write these up here. We could have E flat major, or C minor. The first note is a C, and the last note is a C. So it's looking more like it'll be C minor at this stage. We can do some further investigation though, because it looks like we have another accidental here. So let's assume that it's C minor because it's finishing on the C and starting on the C. And we're also having this minor third interval created in this 1 bar here. So C minor is looking really likely. Let's find out then, this B natural, what number in the scale of C minor that would be. So, if C is 1, let's count up. C was 1, D would be 2, E flat would be 3, F would be 4, G would be 5, A flat would be 6, and we've got a B flat in the key signature, but here we've got a B natural. So it looks like our 7th note has been raised up by 1 semitone. So we can write that up here. The 7th has been raised by 1 semitone. A minor scale with the 7th raised up 1 semitone is a harmonic minor. So it looks like this piece of music is in C harmonic minor.